Hello friends, welcome to the Azure DevOps tutorial series. In this tutorial, we will see how we customize fields of a work item in Azure DevOps. So in the previous tutorial, we have seen how we create customize process, or we can say how we create inherited process. And like in the part 21, we have seen like how we customize the work item in Azure DevOps. So before proceeding with this tutorial, I recommend you please watch part 20 and 21 because this tutorial is a continuation of those parts. So let's understand like how we can customize fields of a work item. So go to the this is the work item which we created in the previous tutorial. So let's click on this tutorial, and this is the work item which we created in the previous tutorial. So when I click on this this work item, we can see like here we are looking the description and the acceptance criteria. So this acceptance criteria we have added into the last tutorial, and the work item is look like this. So what is the basically a work field? So under this work item, .NET Office work item, whatever the field we are looking, like state, reason, this description, discussion, this history page, whatever we are looking, all those called as a work field. So we are going to play around all this work field of the work item which we created here. So let's understand from the layout tab and with the new field. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a new field here. So basically in this page you are looking a different type of tab, like left tab, and this is the middle tab, and this is a right side tab. So these three tab here it is looking, and once we go to the work item, here we are looking like left tab and the right tab, but middle tab we are not looking. Why we are not looking? Because in the middle tab we don't have any field, that's why it is not looking. But in a bit we will add the field and we will see how it look like. But before that, like see, this description is a predefined field of the work item, so we can't delete this field. What we can do, we can hide it from the layout. So I have hided it, and now let's go here. Currently we are looking for the description. Refresh this, we will not see that description field here because we have hidden from that particular work item, and see we are not looking any field here. Now what I do, I want to create a new field under this left side of the tab. Then what I can do, new field, and what kind of the field you want to add it. So what I'm going to give the field name, any customized field you can give, like custom 1 I want to give. And what kind of field you want to make it, so you can make as it is, means as per your requirement. Like you want to make it as a boolean, then you can make it as a boolean also. So let's click on add field. So once we click on this add field, it will add a one field here under this acceptance criteria. And if you are not able to see here, you can refresh it also. So currently like custom 1 is added here, and once we go and refresh the page, we will see one field here also. And even if we want to drag and drop at the upside or downside, we can do. Like here we are looking like drag and drop. If you will do, we can do in that way, like how you want to see this one. So let's go here, and we are looking one custom field like a boolean field we are looking here. So in this way we can make it. Now let's understand how the middle now currently middle tab is not showing here, so how we can add the work item. So in similar way, what you can do, you just click on the add field, and from here you can add the field. Now here what I want to add, I want to add the custom 2, and I want to make it as a drop down. So how we can make it, from here you select the pick list string integer, whatever you want to make. So I want to take as a pick list string, and here you are looking the add value. So what I'm going to select, item 1 add value, item 2 add value, and item 3 add value. So what it will add, and like as a drop down, we will see one field under the middle tab. Let's click on the add field. So once we click on this add field, what we will see like a field in the middle tab. So we have seen, like we have created a custom field under this middle one, and once we refresh, we will see here like in here one tab we will see with the middle tab, and we will see a drop down here. So we are looking here as a drop down, like currently we are looking as a drop down. So in this way we can customize our work item. And the another process like next is how we create new group into the work item. So what is the group basically? So group is basically something like acceptance criteria. We are looking some field discussion we are looking, and under the deployment we are looking like deployment, this is development. So whatever in the black color highlighted you are looking, that is called the group. So how we can create the group? So suppose in custom to means in the middle one I want to add a group. So what I can do, like in the new group, now in the new group where you want to add in middle one, or like right side, or the left side you want to add, you can select from here. And suppose I want to add in the middle, so you can like middle tab group. So you can select from here and you can select the middle one and add group. So once we add that, it will show under this tab, like we can see here. And under this, if we want to like from here, you can do the customization, like move up and move down from here you can do. And under this, like in this group we want to add any field, then you can click on the new field, and from this new field you can select anything. Like I want to select option. So I want now from here select the type. So like this time I'm selecting as a drop down as a integer, and from here if you want to give, you can give the description, and like I'm giving 1, then 2, then 3. And after selecting this one, you just click on add field, and like under like we didn't select anyone, like any group, so it is showing us into the details, but we want to show it here. So one thing, like you can drag and drop, like that is the first thing you can do. And another like how you can do, you just click on the edit from here, and from like let's get back to first here, and how we can add, just do the edit. And once we do the edit, from here you can click like select existing group. So in which group you want to edit, you can do that. And what I'm going to select, middle tab group. So from here you can do, like I have selected as a save, like middle tab group, and then I have saved it, so it come back here. Now let's refresh it. So once we'll refresh, we will see the group here which we created just now, and under this group we are looking the option like which we have created as a 1, 2, 3. Now the next thing, like I want to make this field as a mandatory field. So how we can do that? So for doing that, again click on this and edit, and here you are looking for the option, and here you can click as a required. And if you want as a default field, like so you can add it as a like at the load time you want to what the default field as a 1, 2, 3 you can do. Allow user to enter their own value. So if you want, if you will select that, like user can enter their own value, and by default if I'm selecting as a 2, so by default it will show as a 2. So I have selected all these options from here. Now let's refresh this page. So once we'll refresh this page, all the changes we can see here on the like on the middle tab which we created just now. So let's see like what all the changes. So by default we can see, by default it is loading as a 2, and once we expand this one, and like if user want to add any field like 6, so they can add it. But like if I don't want to select anything, then it is saying like this select option can't be empty, we have to give something. So if I want to give as a 6, we can give and we can save it. So it will accept that 6 as well, because we have selected user want to give any field, they can give it. So that is the thing, like we can work under this new group. And if we want to drag and drop this new group, we can drag and drop here as well as per our requirements. Suppose so I have taken it here. Now let's refresh it. So where we will see this now in the right corner side, we will see that particular like which we added, like we are looking middle tab group, here we are looking. So in this way we can customize our work field with the new group and the new field. Now the next thing is like new page. So what is the meaning of the new page? So this is our work item, and currently we are looking here like details, history and all these things. Now I want to my own tab here. So how we can add? So that is called page. So once we click on this new page, what you can write .NET Office page, and once you will click on this add page, it will add a page for us. like it added, and under this add page what you do a new field. If you will not add new field and refresh this page, you will not see that tab, because some field should be there. Without that field it will not show the tab here. Like see, we are not looking any tab here. So let's add a new field, any text field you can see, like custom field, and just select add field. Okay, this field is already there, so what I'm going to take one, and once it is done we will see that field that and the page as well. So like currently this is here, and here also you can manage like add field like right corner side, middle, and in the left corner side. So here also we can manage like we did in a bit before. So once you will refresh it here, like we will see a new page in the after the delete page, like the .NET page, .NET Office page which we added just now. So we'll see that in a bit, like how it added and how it look like. So let's wait for a minute. Yeah, so we can see like it is added .NET Office page here, and once we go that page we can see that particular field here, and you can add anything, and once we add we can save it as well. So in this way we can play around the work item and the work field in Azure DevOps. So for your learning purpose, what you can do, you can play around all the fields and how we can manage it, how it works. So all these things you can see, and it provide us the get extension also, like we can get outside extension and we can utilize in Azure DevOps fields also. And this is the refresh button which we have seen just now. So in this way we can manage our work item and the work field in Azure DevOps. So that's it for this tutorial. If you have any question and doubt,